Welcome. Today's video is about tooth development, which will be the continuation of our previous video. The content of the video are developmental stages of tooth, and under that, we will be seeing about bud stage. Before we get into the topic, let's get cleared with some terminologies. Firstly, we should know that a tooth is completely developed from the interaction of ectomesenchymal cells and the ectodermal cells. A tooth germ. A tooth germ is something from which the tooth develops. Alright, that is, a complete tooth is going to be formed from this tooth germ. The tooth germ basically consists of two components. The ectodermal component, which is derived from the oral ectoderm, the cells which are green in color in the diagram, and the ectomesenchymal component, which is derived from the ectomesenchymal cells, the orange part in the diagram. The ectodermal component gives rise to enamel organ, and the ectomesenchymal component gives rise to dental papilla and dental sac or dental follicle. From enamel organ, enamel is formed. From dental papilla, dentin and pulp are formed. And from dental follicle or dental sac, supporting structures like cementum, periodontal ligament, and alveolar bone are formed. Now let's see the process of tooth development precisely. Let's say this is the dental lamina. It is formed along the horseshoe shape of future dental arches, alright? Now, when we see it microscopically, these ectodermal cells multiply rapidly, that is, increases in number, alright, and grows into the underlying ectomesenchyme. And due to further multiplication of cells, this enamel organ grows to form a shape of a bud, alright, and then it sinks deep into the ectomesenchyme. As the multiplication of cells are uneven, that is, it multiplies faster in some areas and slower in some areas, alright? This leads to the change in shape of the enamel organ. And it grows to change its shape like a cap. It consists of an outer convex surface facing the oral cavity and an inner concave surface. Inside this depression of the enamel organ, these ectomesenchymal cells increases more rapidly and the tissue appears more dense than the surrounding mesenchyme, alright? This represents the beginning of dental papilla. Now, surrounding both the enamel organ and the dental papilla, the third part of the tooth germ forms, and this is called dental sac. The dental sac consists of ectomesenchymal cells and fibers that surrounds the dental papilla and the enamel organ. Now, as the dental papilla within this depression deepens, the shape of the enamel organ changes into the shape of a bell. Now, the dental lamina connecting the enamel organ to the oral epithelium becomes thinner and longer, as you can compare the difference between the cap stage and bell stage, and finally, it breaks. And the whole tooth bud loses its connection with the oral ectoderm or the primitive oral epithelium. Now, let's see about the developmental stages of tooth. Tooth development is a continuous process, but for better understanding, it is divided into different stages according to the changes in size and shape of the enamel organ. The stages are bud stage, cap stage, and bell stage. And the bell stage is further divided into early bell stage and advanced bell stage. Now, let's see about bud stage. In our previous video, we saw how the dental lamina was formed, right? This epithelium of the dental lamina is separated from the underlying ectomesenchyme by a basement membrane. This is the ectomesenchyme, and these are oral ectodermal cells. These oral ectodermal cells proliferate rapidly to form an orb-like structure, and it is called plecoid. And the cells multiply rapidly again to form a tooth bud. This is the dental lamina. It is closer to the enamel organ and the oral ectoderm in the bud stage. The cells that are located at the periphery, that is, along the edge of the enamel organ, are low columnar cells. And those cells that are located at the center are polygonal cells. The cells of the tooth bud and the mesenchymal cells undergo mitosis, that is, they multiply rapidly. Due to the increased mitotic activity and the migration of neural crest cells into the area of ectomesenchyme, the cells surrounding the tooth bud condenses, that is, they become dense, and this condensation is called dental papilla. The condensed ectomesenchyme that surrounds the tooth bud and the dental papilla is called dental sac or dental follicle. Both the dental papilla and the dental sac becomes more defined as the enamel organ grows into cap and bell stages. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, do subscribe, like, share, and follow us on Twitter. Have a good day.